Google Chrome and search https://www.uscis.gov/I-129F and click search. Then this is the petition for alien fiancé. Scroll down, then you can see the form I-129F PDF form, and this is the instructions on how to file also the I-129F PDF form. We click the form I-129F first. I have a WPS app, and this is the one I use on how to edit the I-129F form PDF form. This composed of 13 pages, and it have expiration date, which can be seen above, expires February 28, 2026. From her, going to her, you should not fill up anything her. So meaning to say we have to start her type or print in blank ink. So if you have no, if you cannot type it using your computer or laptop, or you cannot type it using your phone, then you can use blank ink on filing this form.
Let's fill up this form. Petition for alien fiancé. Part 1. Information about you. Number 1. Alien registration number. I put NA on the box. And then number 2. USCIS online account number. I put NA. Number 3. US social security number. You put the petitioner US social security number her on the box. Next, select one box below to indicate the classification you are requesting for your beneficiary. For A, I click the box here for K1. For B, I do not click the box. Number 5, if you are filing to classify your spouse as a K3, have you filed Form I-130? I click no. Your full name, which is the full name of the petitioner, family name, for example, Pete, given name, Brad, middle name, I put NA, but if the petitioner have a middle name, he or she can put middle name her. Next, other names used. Provide all other names you have ever used, including aliases, maiden name, and nicknames. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8. Additional information. 7A, family name, NA. Since he have no nickname or any aliases. 7B, I put NA, not applicable. 7C also, I put NA, not applicable. Your mailing address. 8A, in care of name, I put his name, Brad Pitt. 8B, street number and name, 1234 Cornelia Street as a sample. 8C, I put NA. 8D, I put Chicago. 8E, I put here Illinois. You can also click this arrow and you can search her what state is the petitioner address. Next is the zip code. For example, 12345 province NA, postal code NA, country United States of America. 8J. Is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? I put yes. If you answered no, provide your physical address in item numbers 9A to 9H. But since my physical address or my mailing address and my physical address is the same, I just put the same address from my mailing. I copy it down here, everything, the information, and the date I started living there or the petitioner started living there. For example, June 4, 2010 and until or date to present. Physical address to if he or she lived to another place or address five for the last 5 years. But since no, I put NA. From here going down here, I put NA. I do not leave blank boxes. Instead, I put NA. To all boxes, I do not have answer. Next, your employment history. Provide your employment history for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. Provide your current employment first. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8, Additional Information. Employer 1, 13 full name of employer, for example, ABC Trucking Express Incorporated, 14A, street number and name, 2345 Sesame Street. As a sample, 14B, I put NA, city or town, Chicago, state, Illinois, zip code 12345, province, NA, postal code, NA, country, United States of America, the occupation of the petitioner, employment start date, for example, um, January 10, 2012, employment end date, uh, I put here present. Employer 2, full name of employer, for example, XYZ Services Incorporated, street number, for example, 3456 Washington Street. I put NA her, city or town, Chicago, state, Illinois, zip code 12345, province, NA, postal code, NA, country, United States of America, and your occupation of the petitioner you will write here or type here. Next, this is the continuation information about the petitioner of his or her occupation from page 2, which is Here, the start date of his or her employment, for example, January 15, 2002, employment end date, January 5, 2012. Gender, male, date of birth, January 1, 1980. Marital status, whether he or she is single, married, divorced, or widowed. City or town or village of birth, Chicago. Province or state of birth, Illinois. Country of birth, United States of America. Information about the parents of the petitioner. Parents 1's information, family name, Pete, given name, John, middle name, Fleming, date of birth. It is the first one that put is the month, the date, and the year. For example, January 30, 1950. Gender, male, which is his or her father. Country of birth, United States of America. City or town or village of residence, Chicago. Country of residence, United States of America. Parent 2 information. Family name, Pete. Given name, Rose. Middle name, Smith. Date of birth, May 14, 1953. Gender, female. Country of birth, United States of America. City or town or village of residence, Chicago. Country of residence, United States of America. Have you ever been previously married? You can click yes if yes, you can click no if no. If you answered yes to item number 37, provide the names of each spouse and the date that each prior marriage ended in item numbers 38A and 39. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8, additional information. Name of previous spouse, family name, Bravo, given name, Anne, middle name, Giguera, date marriage ended February 17, 2003. But for example, if you answered no from have you ever been previously married, for example, if you answered no, then you click here the family name going to given name, middle name, date marriage ended into NA, 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 NA are not applicable. Your citizenship information. You are a U.S. citizen through select only one box, whether you born on the United States, naturalization, U.S. citizen parents, but I click her birth in the U.S. Have you obtained a certificate of naturalization or a certificate of citizenship in your own name? Since I click birth in the US, I click no. But if you answered yes from item number 41, complete item numbers 14A to 14C, which can be seen here down below. Information about you, the certificate number of naturalization. Since I don't, so I put an A. Place of issuance, I put NA. Date of issuance, I put NA also. Additional information. Have you ever filed Form I-129F for any other beneficiary? I click no, but if you answered yes to item number 43, provide the responses to item number 44 to 46 for each previous beneficiary. If you need to provide information for more than one beneficiary, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. So I put here 44, the alien number. I put NA, family name NA, given name NA, middle name NA, date of filing NA, what action did USIS take on Form I-129F for example, approve, denied, revoke, NA. Do you have any children under 18 years of age? Click yes if yes, click no if no. But since I click yes here, if you answered yes to item number 48, provide the ages for your children under 18 years of age in item numbers 49A to 49B. Provide the ages for your children under 18 years of age. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. 49A age. I put here 15 years old or 15 only. Then on 49B, since he only have one child that is 15 years of age, I put only one and then here I put NA on the box. Provide all U.S. states barring countries in which you have resided since your 18th birthday. Residence 1, State Illinois, Country United States of America. And then on Residence 2, I put State nothing and then on Country NA. Information about your beneficiary or your beneficiary in the Philippines. For example, family name Cruz, given name Maria, middle name Espinosa. A number, if any, I put NA. US Social Security number, if any, I put NA. And then my date of birth, which is followed by one date and year, for example, May 3, 1992. Gender, female. Marital status, single. City or town, valley or village of birth, Cebu. Country of birth, Philippines. Country of citizenship or nationality, Philippines. Other names used. Provide all other names you have ever used, including aliases, maiden name, and nicknames. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8. Additional information. Since I do not have any other names used, I put family name NA, given name NA, middle name NA. So let's go now to page 5. Information about your beneficiary to be continued. The mailing address of the beneficiary in care of name. I put her my name, Maria Cruz, the street number, barangay San Andres, and then I put here NA, city or town, Cebu, state, I don't put anything, zip code 5002, province Cebu, postal code NA, country Philippines. Your beneficiary's address history. Provide your beneficiary's address, physical address for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the U.S. Provide your beneficiary's current address first if it is different from the mailing address in item number 11A to 11I. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided In Part 8, additional information. Physical address 1 for the beneficiary. Street number and name, barangay San Andres. I put NA, and then city or town, Cebu. State, I put nothing, and then on zip code 5002, province, Cebu, postal code NA, country, Philippines, date from February 2, 2003, date to present. Beneficiary physical address 2, street number NA, NA, city or town NA, state, nothing I put, zip code NA, province NA, postal code NA, country NA, date from NA, date to NA. Your beneficiary's employment history. Provide your employment history for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the US. Provide your current employment. First, if you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. For example, beneficiaries, employer 1, full name of employer, Jose Santos, street number and name, barangay San Andres, NA, city or town, Cebu, zip code 5002, province, Cebu, postal code NA, country, Philippines, beneficiaries, occupation, specify, cashier, employment start date, February 7, 2013, employment end date, present. And then on part 2, if you uh, got employed for the last 5 years, so any put NA going from full name of employer going down on the employment end date, I put NA. And then information about your beneficiary's parents. Parent 1 information, family name, Cruz, given name, Jose, middle name, Morales, date of birth, January 20, 1955, gender, male, country of birth, Philippines, city or town, or village of residence, Cebu, country of residence, Philippines. Parent 2 information, family name, Cruz, given name, Clara, middle name, Guzman, date of birth, I put here April 25, 1957, gender, female, country of birth, Philippines, city or town or village of residence, Cebu, country of residence, Philippines. Other information about your beneficiary. Has your beneficiary ever been previously married? I click no. If yes, you will answer name of the previous spouse of the beneficiary from the last name, given name, middle name, and the date marriage ended. Has your beneficiary ever been in the US? I click no, but if you click yes, you will gonna answer 38A, going to I-94 arrival departure record number, date of arrival, date authorized, and I put here my passport number, the travel document number, NA, country of issuance for passport or travel, Philippines, expiration date for passport or travel document, March 23, 2028. Does your beneficiary have any children? I click no, but if you click yes, you will gonna fill up your beneficiary children, its full name from the last name, given name, middle name, and the country of birth, date of birth. And does this child reside with your beneficiary? I do not click anything here. If the child does not reside with your beneficiary, provide the child physical residence. You put her the correct address of where is the residence of the child, but I put her NA going from here going to her on the 44H. Next, address in the United States where your beneficiary intends to live. Street number and name 1234 Cornelius Street, NA, City or Town, Chicago State, Illinois, zip code 12345, daytime telephone number of the petitioner, I mean. For example, 1234567890. Your beneficiary's physical address abroad, meaning the physical address of your beneficiary in the Philippines, where she lives. You put the street number and name, barangay San Andres, NA, city or town, Cebu, province, Cebu, postal code, NA, Philippines, country, daytime telephone number of or the contact number of your beneficiary here in the Philippines 0912345678. For example, your beneficiary's name and address in his or her native alphabet. I put NA, 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 city or town NA, province NA, postal code NA, country NA. Part 2, information about your beneficiary. To be continued. Is your fiancé related to you? I click no. Provide the nature and degree of relationship. For example, third cousin or maternal uncle, I put NA. And number 53 is very important. It should be yes. Have you and your fiancé met in person during the 2 years immediately before filing this petition? I click yes. If you answered yes to item 53, describe the circumstances of your in-person meeting in item 54. Attach evidence to demonstrate that you are in each other's physical presence the required 2-year period. If you answered no, explain your reasons for requesting an exemption from in-person meeting requirement in item number 54 and provide evidence that you should be exempt from this requirement. Refer to Part 2, item numbers 53 to 54 of the specific instructions section of the instructions for additional information about the requirement to meet. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8 additional information. So meaning to say you will gonna tell the story or the I-129F supplement where you met and how did you met. And the circumstances that your petitioner come here in the Philippines, but I put her in the box. Please see supplement I-129F explanation of meeting. And I also separate the story or the I-129F supplement into one short bond paper, and I tell the story how we met and when and how, like that. For example, IMB or the International Marriage Broker information, because since we met on a dating site which is the Filipino Cupid, it is not an IMBRA broker. So I answered number 55, no, because did you met your beneficiary through the services of an IMB or the International Marriage Broker? So no, because Filipino Cupid is not an IMBRA. If you answered yes, then you will fill up her IMB name, family name of IMB, given name of IMB. But since no, Filipino Cupid is not an IMBRA, so I put NA. NA, including here the organization NA, website NA, street number NA, city or town NA, province NA, postal code NA, country NA, daytime, telephone number NA. Consular processing information. Your beneficiary or your Philippine beneficiary will apply for a U.S. visa abroad at the U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate at city or town Manila, country Philippines. Other information. Criminal information. Note: these criminal information questions must be answered even if your records were sealed, cleared, or if anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that you no longer have a record. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8. Additional information. Number 1. Have you ever been subject to a temporary or permanent protection or restraining order, either civil or criminal? I click no. Have you ever been arrested or convicted of any of the following crimes: domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, child neglect, dating violence, elder abuse, stalking, or an attempt to commit any of these crimes? See Part 3, Other Information, item number 1.3c of the instruction for the full definition of the term domestic violence. I click no. Next page, Other Information, that is continue. Homicide, murders, manslaughter, rape, abusive sexual contact, sexual exploitation, incest, torture, trafficking, peonage, holding hostage, involuntary servitude, slave trade, kidnapping, abduction, unlawful criminal restraint, false imprisonment, or an attempt to commit any of these crimes. I click no. There are more arrests or convictions not from a single act for crimes relating to a controlled substance or alcohol. Click no. Note: if you were ever arrested or convicted of any of the specified crimes, you must submit certified copies of all court and police records showing the charges and disposition for every arrest or conviction. You must do so if your records were sealed, expunged, or otherwise cleared, and regardless of whether anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, informed you that you no longer have a criminal record. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided in Part 8, Additional Information. If you have provided information about a conviction for a crime listed in item number 2A to 2C, and you were bothered or subjected to extreme cruelty at the time of your conviction, select all of the following that apply to you. I do not click here on the box. I was acting in self-violence. I do not click. I violated a protection order issued for my own protection. I do not click. I committed, was arrested for, was convicted of, or plead guilty to a crime that did not result in serious bodily injury, and there was a connection between the crime and me having been battered or subjected to extreme cruelty. I do not click. Have you ever been arrested, cited, charged, indicted, convicted, fined, or imprisoned for breaking or violating any law ordinance in any country excluding violations unless a traffic violation was alcohol or drug related or involved a fine of $500 or more? No. If you answered yes, then you will gonna put here another uh, letter or a bond paper telling that information about each of those arrests, citations, charges, indictments, convictions, fines, or imprisonments in the space below. If you were the subject of an order of protection or restraining order and believe you are the victim, please explain those circumstances and provide any evidence to support your claims, include the dates and outcomes. If you need extra space to complete this section, use the space provided. In Part 8, additional information. Multiple filer waiver request information. I click 5D, box only. Part 4, biographic information about the petitioner. Ethnicity, whether he or she is Hispanic or Latino, not Hispanic or Latino, you click boxes here you choose. The race, whether he or she is white, Asian, Black or African American, American Indian or Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. You put the height, the feet, inches, the weight pounds of the petitioner, eye color, whether it's black, gray, maroon, blue, green, pink, brown, hazel, unknown or other, hair color, bald, brown, sandy, black, gray, white, blonde, red, unknown or other. The petitioner's contact information, certification, and signature. So this is so very important because this is where the petitioner will gonna sign. So the petitioner telephone number, but here he don't have any telephone number, so I put only his cell phone number here, the mobile telephone number again, and then his email address, and then here I put petitioner's signature and the date where his signature is. For example, today, June 15, 2024. Interpreters, contact information, certification, and signature. But since we do not have any interpreters, so I put all NA here, going here, down below the preparer's full name if anyone declare that uh, he or she prepared this I-129F petition for alien fiancé form, but since no, it is a DIY for us, so we put her NA, all of the preparer's contact information, including on the preparer's signature, we put NA, and then this is the part 8 additional information. If you have many answer from page 1 to page 12, you can put or write down here the your family name as a petitioner, the given name, your middle name, your alien number, if any, if not, you put NA, and then the page number, the part number, the item number, and then you explain here, or you can answer here what, and then that's it only. So good luck to your filing of I-129F packet. Thanks for watching.